Start up on there. All right, you live?
Yep.
All right, I'm live. All right, here we go, Owen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we know that the deep state is in a panic right now, and they want to shut InfoWars down. They have been censoring conservatives on Twitter and Facebook. You have the shadow bans, you have the Facebook jails, you have the Google algorithms that will program things so that if you search for things like the Clinton body count, you get nothing. That's
Clinton Body Shop.
Clinton Body Shop, or just something that
Clinton
has
Body
nothing
Care.
to do with the
Yeah.
Clinton body count. But Gateway Pundit noticed something today that, you know, it's strange because honestly, we were there at InfoWars and we were already inundated with all of our information and reports that we even noticed that it happened and everything went offline, but it didn't even click in our heads what was going on. So Gateway Pundit realized it, and Christina Lala from Gateway Pundit has it. And Google,
Read that headline. Tell people that headline.
The headline,
So they can search it.
Drudge report, Breitbart, taken down Tuesday afternoon, update, back up. So they were all down at the same time. We noticed this, but honestly, it didn't even click.
No.
You're good. So, but we didn't even notice that it was all at the same time and everything. But the Gateway Pundit did. So they put this story out. So you now have the test of the internet kill switch. So what happens when they turn it off and you can't access InfoWars, you can't access Drudge Report, you can't access Breitbart? Really, it doesn't even matter. You can't access anything. And that's what it's all about. Once we've reached critical mass of information, they're going to shut it down. And we're already almost there. And the Trump-Putin summit is like kind of the tipping point right now.
Yeah.
And so if people realize what's going on,
a lot of it's because they put out this stuff about, we can't believe he met with Putin, he kowtowed to Putin, and so people are going, what do you mean? They were meeting. This is 90% of the nuclear power in the world, and people are like, oh no, now we're going to take down your website. No. That's what it's turned into.
So it was like a double blind test. They're testing the effectiveness of their fake news, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
So now they're testing if the internet kills.
Can we just pull down certain sites?
Exactly. So basically, if we reach a threshold, and it'll be if they kill Trump, honestly, would be the threshold, they're going to kill the internet. And so what they're going to do is, just like with the Trump-Russia summit here, again, this is Drudge Report, Breitbart taken down Tuesday afternoon. They're back up now, but they all were down earlier today. So everybody's reporting Trump meets with Putin, he's treasonous, he's a traitor, everything. Well, that's obviously BS, and the average American isn't buying it. So the average American is like, okay, well, what's really going on here? So they go on the internet, they go to Drudge Report, they go to Google, they go to Breitbart, they go to InfoWars, and they try to figure out what's going on. Well, so they test the internet kill switch, they shut it all down, and so now, let's say, hypothetically speaking, let's say that Donald Trump gets shot dead. Well, what are you going to do? CNN's going to celebrate, MSNBC's going to celebrate. Fox, you're 50-50 on what you're really going to get. Who knows these days?
Shep will celebrate.
It's about 50-50 between their reaction to Putin. I think you can kind of gauge. Search Trump assassination, Trump death, Trump whatever, Trump InfoWars, Trump Breitbart. And you go on Google and you get an error report.
Yeah.
That's because they don't want you to know that Trump just got assassinated politically by a domestic terror.
Google go, it's an algorithm thing. It's
here's the deal.
It's a packet.
This is actually crazy. So, wow. President Trump declassified all the JFK assassination papers about a year ago, actually. And it all came out that they knew there were multiple shooters. They knew that there was a assassination on JFK. And other things got exposed in those declassified papers as well, like Hitler escaped to Argentina. But that's neither here nor there. The point is, if you read the declassified JFK assassination papers, what you learn is that basically, just like they would do with Google and say search error 502 error, you can't use Google, you can't search Breitbart, you can't search Infowars. In the 70s, it was okay. JFK just got popped in the head. Contact our people at all the news networks and tell them they're going live, and tell them it was a lone shooter, and they're not allowed to report on the JFK truth. So you find out about the Mockingbird media, you find out about the two shooters, you find out all this stuff in the declassified JFK paper. So now I realize Trump just told you exactly what they're going to do to him. And just like they blacked out the media in the 70s, if you went to find out what happened to JFK, just like they blacked that out, they're going to shut down the internet, they're going to activate their Mockingbird media, and that'll be the only people operating anymore. So that's basically what they just tested. So the internet kill switch test that they ran today is not to see if they can shut down the internet. They really couldn't care less. They're fine with the internet operating, they can manipulate it, most people don't give a damn anyway, and most people just go on the internet to look at porn. But if they can assassinate a president and then in the immediate aftermath, say for 3 hours, shut down the internet, shut down SEOs, shut down Infowars, shut down Breitbart, they realize after that 3 hours, half the people that would have been searching that aren't even going to look for it anymore.
The narrative has been controlled at that point.
And so, boom, now they control the narrative. Their Mockingbird press gets the word out first. You can't access Infowars. You can't access anything. So, you know, it's on to the average American, to the average individual that doesn't understand where we're at right now in human history and how deep the corruption of humans really is. This is going to sound insane. It's going to sound so far out there that you know, whatever. We're conspiracy theorists, we're this, we're that, and the other thing. But let me tell you, all you have to do is watch C-SPAN for a week, and you will see how real this shit is. If you watched Chuck Schumer talk out of two sides of his mouth, if you watched Congressman Raskin talk out of two sides of his mouth in real time, you realize how real this is. So I mean, my conspiracy theory, since everyone has a conspiracy theory, Russia hacks every election now. My conspiracy theory is they tested the internet kill switch today so they can find out how long they can keep it down
without people bitching.
Without people bitching about whatever it is.
Yeah.
And the biggest story that people would bitch about, the biggest story that would ever get researched in internet history, bigger than Janet Jackson's tit, would be Donald Trump gets assassinated. And that's it.
Rufio, come in here real quick. What do you think about this? We had the article here from Gateway Pundit about the internet kill switch being used essentially against Drudge Report, and who was the other website?
Breitbart and Google.
Basically, shut them off. They get the error. They can't use it.
I'm not surprised at all. I mean, just seeing how they've responded to, you know, like Faith Goldie, Lawrence Southern, everybody's being shut down in any way they possibly can get shut down. Funding or their actual website. You know, any information that people are putting out to forward this cause. Obviously, Infowars is extremely productive in this, but like, you know, obviously you've seen it with other websites being shut down. They're doing anything and everything to shut us down. Stop talking, be quiet, don't take money from donors. Donors, don't donate to any of these patriots. It's a bad idea. This is the message we're sending to people. And
they want it to have a chilling effect.
Yeah, it's all a fear tactic. And people, you know, to a degree are giving into it, but you know, you're seeing true patriots come out. You're seeing businesses growing with patriot funds. So I'm interested to see, you know, in the next year or two, just how that competition starts to arise and how the patriot movement and the far left movement is going to compete in this business world, free market. So, yeah, that's what I have to say about that.
All right, Rufio, somebody wants to see your gun, the right gun. They want to see it. Oh shit!
There it is.
Is that legal?
My bad. I have a permit. I do have a permit.
Yeah, exactly. Anti-gun.
You're open carrying right now.
Texas, okay?
You want to say you're open carrying right now?
Yes, I am open carrying all the time.
All right, Rufio. Before we're in this stream, anything else you want to say to people? You've been here to Austin for a couple days.
I just, you know, all my boys out here, my Proud Boy Texas Proud Boys, great hospitality. Infowars has shown me great hospitality. Everybody's been awesome. I'm enjoying myself out here in Texas, and you know,
So in conclusion, here's the deal. They already tried to censor us. They admitted it, 80% algorithms to chop us down. And even with, think about it like this. Think about Michael Phelps with 30-pound weights on his arm, swimming in the Olympic pool and still winning. That's InfoWars. The Facebook, Twitter, Google put 30-pound weights on our arms to keep us back, and they thought they could beat us that way. We still beat them. Even with their algorithms censoring us into oblivion, we still beat them. So now they're testing out the total kill switch overall. And this is the key. Really, it's really all about Google. Facebook and Twitter are already censored into oblivion. 90% of the search, 90% of SEO optimization is done through Google. If they kill Google, people won't even know what to do. They won't know where to go for information, and that'll be game over. So that's the deal. So again, the story is on the Gateway Pundit. It'll be picked up by InfoWars. Drudge Report, Breitbart taken down Tuesday afternoon. They're back up now, but they were out. They have the screenshots. They break it all down, and we're going to break it all down during the Alex Jones Show tomorrow. They will defeat them again.